What's up, Bay fam, and welcome back to another one of my YouTube video. I have quite a lot to show you today, but of course I have also a few explanations to give you actually. Well, as you know, it's been a while since I review any of the Beyblade stuff that I wanted to review. Like for an example, the random booster with Chain Kirbyus, the Gatling Dragon, the Xenophoid, the Excalibur, because of course they're all bases that I wanted for many reasons. One of them being the fact that they just are cool, and I changed a few things with Chain Kirbyus because I didn't want to have Chain Kirbyus. I only wanted to have one Beyblade inside of the entire set, which I have, and of course I wanted to get myself an extra gear that I needed for my Beyblade in general, not just for one Beyblade exactly. So first of all, I'm gonna of course show that to you, but I want also to address another subject about me. I didn't post also other videos due to the fact of different reason. One of them being the fact that my mother just passed away like yesterday. I'm still in the process of healing, but I think that having something like that to share with you guys is one of the way that I can, recuperate, as they say. So, without further ado, let's go with the first item for today. It is the left and right custom changer launcher. So of course you already know that I had this and this wonderful piece here, but I want to add another one due to the fact that they are some of the best launcher that I had the chance of encountering, without considering the one that came with a special set, aka, sorry about leaving this one right here, this golden one is a power launcher. I must admit this one is still one of the best one I have so far, but I can't lie, once I have another one, this one is gonna go bye-bye, because I'm not a big fan of the gold. I don't mind gold, not just a big fan. So now this is put on the side. We're gonna go of course with the boxes first, then afterward the item. So let's go with the first box, that is the random booster number 29. Of course I don't have all the bays that you see here, because all of them are pretty amazing, but I didn't need that much in my collection. Normally if I have one of the bays from this series that I'm gonna add to my collection will be the Chain Kirbyus, but as for now this is not the one that I wanted. The one that I wanted was this one right here. This little bad boy, aka Drigger V2. This little bad boy is actually very amazing, I must admit. And here we have in the back, of course, all the obligatory shot, their different mode and pieces all gathered together. And of course, let's go with Drigger V2. Drigger V2 being an attack type, we have the V2 layer, the over disc, and the Wild Driver Dash. I think it's the Wild Driver Dash, I'm not sure exactly. It's a WD Dash, so who knows. And according to what I know, it's not an attack type, I'm sorry, it's a stamina type. I was mistaken, I thought it was an attack type. Well, I was wrong. Anyways, this is the box for this bad boy, and of course I'm going to show it to you all put together. So here we have the front of the energy layer, but on the side we have this overlap, the over forged disc, and the WD driver dash. Now I'm gonna take it apart because show you all the pieces. I need to take it apart. Now, first of all, we're gonna start with the primary energy layer that looks like this. Pretty cool, pretty neat, I must admit, with the opening like this. And we have the secondary layer right here that could be easily put by using these tab here, putting them into these opening right there, so like so, and then you just click them, boom, like that, and the doubles energy layer is put on. You can also go with your bay, of course, if you want to, with the single energy layer, like that, to go to a type of high mode type. Of course, that is one of the options that you possess, or you could go with the entire thing put all together, just because it looks better and badass. And of course, that's the design that I prefer personally. If we go with the forges, of course, it's the over forges that we saw many times before. Still an amazing forges due to the fact of this perfect circular form. I must admit, it's an amazing piece of work. And we have here the WD dash driver. Now, the WD dash driver is a full-on metal tip driver, but since it's a dash driver, it has the red interlock spring, meaning more strength into it, and it is, I must admit, an amazing driver. I did do test spins with this trigger, and honestly, it do not equal to what I remember in its formal extra form, meaning its original Beyblade form, but it is a pretty cool Beyblade in the end, and I really love the design and to be able to have that strong Beyblade back into my collection. So that's for Trigger V2. Now, the secondary box, because I'm gonna do all 3 review today, well, technically 4 because of the launcher. Yeah, I have here an amazing item. You see a little bit of the back of the box right there. I hope you didn't see everything. But I have in my possession now one that I'm very happy to have, actually, because I never got any of the official Terakatomi version of this Beyblade, and now I do. Ladies and gentlemen, Gatling Dragon. An amazing attack type Beyblade, I must admit. I always loved the design of Dragon, but to be honest with you, I was a bit sad because I wanted, before the BU season to start, I wanted to get myself the chance of having at least Tempest Dragon. I was not able to, but I don't mind because now I have this bad boy in my collection and I'm very happy. And of course, as you know, it comes with the D-Gear. The D-Gear that could be put on the Nexus driver, the Nexus gear, the Nexus Forge disc. Why do I missing my word right now? I don't know. The Nexus Forge disc to be added to your Belia arsenal, as the S-Gear is able to do as well. Now, let's go see the back of the box of this little bad boy. We have here all the graphic of the Beyblade. Of course, I'm going to tell you everything about it, and I'm going to also show you the Beyblade afterwards. And we have here the D-Gear that is on Belial, or Divine Belial if you prefer, right here. Of course, I already put it on my Belial, and I decided to leave the F-Gear until I have the A-Gear, aka the Arcus Gear. And I did do another modification, but trust me, it is for the best. Since I made that modification, my Beyblade has been unbeatable. When I say unbeatable, I actually mean unbeatable. No one has been able to beat me so far. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so first of all, of course, we have the energy layer. We're gonna go through the different part. It is the Gatling Dragon 10. So we have here the Dragon DB core with the Gatling energy layer right here, and it comes with the armor 10. A pretty heavy armor, you must admit, but since it's an attack type, it makes some sense. We have here the Karma Forge disc that we saw first with, of course, Guilty Longness. An amazing Forge disc for an attack type class, of course. And we have the Charge Metal Dash. Now, the Charge Metal itself didn't have that much of a good review on it before with different other type of dragon class. But to be honest with you guys, with the test that I did with it, it's pretty darn cool. So here we go with the boxes, with the box, of course. And here we have the main event. The beautiful, beautiful dragon, or as I love to call him, Gatling Dragon. And here we have it on the side with the Karma disc right here, the Armor 10 right there, and the Charge Metal right here. That fits correctly into the Karma Forge disc. And here's a little thing that you need to know as well. If you can see right here, just like Salvation Valkyrie, I wanted to have the right name, this little bad boy is spring loaded, meaning that even if it tries to go burst, it has a spring launch that will bring it back right away, if you can hear it. And of course it can be burst anyways due to the fact of a little bit more push to it, but even if it's click at least once, the spring load still works, and if it's even 2 clicks, still active all the way through. And then of course it has the burst. Now let's put it all down so I can show you each piece one after the other, just to make sure. Here's the thing, if you want to change the mode of your bay or just remove the pieces, you have to make sure that the dragon heads like this are closed, because it's gonna block right here and you cannot remove the DB core. So you need to make sure that it's in and not out, so you're able to remove the DB core. Now, like I said, let's go through all of the pieces all together. Now we have here the dragon DB core. It's upside down, sorry. A beautiful DB core with the rainbow stickers right here. Amazing stickers. By the way, be careful with the sticker that goes here by the arm, because I broke mine. It doesn't look broken, but I did broke it when I tried to remove it from the plastic. So be careful with it. It's very sensitive and very yeah, sensitive. If we look in the dragon has fled. Sorry about that. Give me a minute. Okay. If you look here in the back, you can see the spring lock a little bit better right here. And of course you have your 2 tabs for the interlock of the armor. So here is the armor 10. Not that rare to see, because we did have this armor before. It's not a new one, it's a remake of one. And of course now the armor will not have any stickers anymore, with a few exceptions of course, but some of them will not have any stickers anymore due to the fact that they don't need it. We have here the Gatling energy layer. I must admit, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. If you go like this, you open the mouth of the dragon. You can see that it pops out here a little bit. And you can see some red. And of course, the side of the bay will change with these little pieces right here. And if you put that back down and close the mouth, it becomes stable. You close the mouth, not stable. You close the mouth, not stable. You open the mouth, unstable. It will create that recoil that dragon has always been famous for. Here as well we have the Karma disc, like I said before, not the first one that we saw, same thing with the armor 10, but an amazing driver, very menacing, very attack type of course. And we have here the Charge Metal Dash, CM Dash to be more precise in the short term. The CM Dash with the red spring lock. Amazing driver. I'm very happy to have this driver now from Terakatomi instead of having it from Hasbro, because the Hasbro one, not the best one, sorry, but it's the truth. Now, the Gatling energy layer itself has 2 modes. One mode where the wings are actually be able to be open, and one when they won't open. So, to make sure that the wings don't open, you have to put it in high mode. So in high mode, the wings won't open. No matter how strong you push on it, they won't open, which means it will keep its perfect circular form without the release of the wing and the awakening form per se of dragon. So let's put it in low mode, because that's the way I prefer my bays, in low mode. So here we have in low mode, and of course the dragon head can open and the wings can spread to reveal this beautiful design. So here we go. There we go. I really love the design of a Gatling dragon, I can't lie. And I love the fact of the rainbow type-ish color that he has, due to his rainbow what do you call it again? Hyperflux. It's Rainbow Hyperflux from the GT era. I almost forgot the name of the thing, so yeah. Here we go with the Gatling Dragon. Now, let's go with the final item of this video. Let's just say that I'm happy about another one of the random booster, because it's gonna have another version of this guy has a dark version, so that's I'm pretty happy about it. And it is none other than oh, I forgot to show. Whoops! Let's pretend you didn't see anything. I forgot to show you the D gear on Belial. Oh man! Okay, you know what? Let's forget about the D gear of Belial for now. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you the Beyblade that I wanted to show you. I'm very sorry about that. Okay, let's go. So, of course, the last piece of my new part of the collection, of course, is the Xenofoid Excalibur. Now, this one is a baddie. And when I say baddie is because he is the meaning of attack. This Beyblade has a high amount of power, and of course it comes with an amazing gear that I'm very happy to have in my collection, because for here on out, it's one of my favorite ones so far. I mean the Sword and Shield launcher that has been brought back by Tereka Tomy, and which I'm very happy about. So yeah, this wonderful Beyblade is of course from the Excalibur class, meaning one of the most powerful attack type there is so far. Of course, it has some of the most biggest weakness, aka its stamina is not the best one, but let's not lie here about this Beyblade. The reason why we have it, it's because of his power. Just because of his power. So let's take a look of the box. So here we have in the back, of course, all the detail and product shots, this, that, this, and this, and this, and that. I'm gonna tell you everything about it, but first let's go with the chart that we have right here. Now, first of all, we have Xenofoid Excalibur 1, because it comes with the armor 1. Not sure if it's a new armor, but it has an ability that is brand new to this series, I think, due to the fact of his special ability that I'm gonna show it to you with high mode. So here we go first with the Excalibur DB core right there, an amazing core, of course, with a little secret. We have here the Xenofoid blades, per se. And we have here the armor. Of course, we have the forged disc. That is a brand new forged disc that has a special gimmick that I'm going to also talk to you about. But, of course, if you have seen other reviewers, you already know what this Beyblade can do. But now it's special because it has a Canadian touch to it. Although, we did have Canadian YouTubers also doing it, but you know what? Let's say I'm from Quebec, so there you go. It's different. So, yeah, we have here the Xentus. I'm not sure if I pronounced it correctly, but Xentus forged disc that has this amazing red rim around it, and a special ability that, like I said, I'm gonna show it to you. And we have the Sword Dash driver. Like the Karma, not like the Karma, like the Charge Metal driver. This driver especially didn't have the best review in the past with different form of Excalibur, but honestly, it's the first time that I actually have a driver like this, and I think I'm gonna have fun with it, due to the fact that this Beyblade itself has a special ability to it. So, of course, before showing you the Beyblade itself, I'm gonna show you the gear that comes with it. And like I said, probably gonna be my favorite launcher so far, and probably the one I'm gonna carry with me more than ever, because this one, unfortunately, it's pretty bulky, and this one is not. So here we have the amazing Sword and Shield driver. Now, the reason why this launcher is called Sword and Shield driver, and not just Sword and Sheave driver, which I think makes launcher, not driver. Why did I say launcher? I don't know. But this one is the Power Custom Sword and Shield launcher, due to the fact of the handle here being a sword handle and the blade coming out of it like this. Of course, you can count it as a sheave and not as a shield, but due to the fact of the general form of the launcher itself, it looks more like a shield than a sheave, because a sheave will be a little bit more small and will arrive, I think, around here, and not have all of this. So, let me give you an example. If you have watched the anime Sword Art Online, the first series, of course, you have seen the leader of the one of the guild. I don't remember the name of the guild, but one of the character had shield that has the ability to hide its sword in it, like it has the sheath inside of the shield. I'm not even sure if I remember the name of the character either. The only character I remember the name of are Kirito and Asuna, because they're the main character of the series. I'm very sorry, all of you geeks out there. It's just that it's been a long time since I watched the show. So yeah, okay. As I said, this is the sword and shield launcher that I'm very happy to have, and like I said, I'm gonna carry it with me because it's an amazing launcher. Now let's go with the Beyblade itself. Here we have the Xenophord Beyblade in this beautiful, beautiful color, unique to Excalibur, I must admit, with the amazing coloring of gold, red, and a dash of blue, of course. And I can't lie, I'm very sad that we didn't see it come back in the animated series of Beyblade. I think this Bey would have been an excellent opponent for Belial, and if we could have X Gear expressed for that, it would be just amazing, I think. But a lot of Beyblades are like that. I think they would have deserved to be released in the show and have a gear name after them, like Legendary Beys. And that's why I'm very hopeful that in the month of December we have the release of Lucifer BU, because this Bey is my Bey. I want it back in BU. It would be so amazing. I'm very curious of what they're gonna make for a defense type like this one. Anyways, let's go back into the main objective of this video, of course, the wonderful Excalibur. Now, we have here on the side this like blue plastic. I thought at first it was rubber, but no, it's pure plastic made just for attack. Of course, we have here the tip of the blade right there, as usual for Excalibur to have one piece of the actual main body of the Beyblade being a sword. And here's the thing with the forged disc, you can see that it's not completely round. You can see it better like this. I'm gonna show it to you, of course, when the base broke down. But you can see here there's a tip right there. So if your Bey clicks 2 times, this tip and this one will line up together without the line of the sword driver, meaning that you cannot go into Tetra Saber, Quinta Saber, but you can go with Tetra Saber due to the fact of the little surprise from the DB core itself. And now I'm gonna show it to you like this. So if, like I said, it clicks 2 times, so 1 and 2, slink, the sword Excalibur comes out of the DB core and attaches itself directly to this tip right here, forming the Tetra mode 1, 2, and 3 tip to be able to hit with a more maximum power. So let's break this baby down so I can show you everything that has to do with it. And of course, at the same time, showing you guys the ability of the Armor 1. So now, okay, the sword itself is not lodged inside of the core. It is fully loose and can come out anytime. So if you hear a shaking noise from your Bey, it's not the forged disc that hits on the blades. It's literally the sword inside of this one that rattles like this. Let's go with the Xenophord blades. Like I said, amazing design. I really love the fact that you can see right here a little green eye to represent the Excalibur avatar on both sides. It's very cool. I love the transparent red. That's very beautiful. Amazing design all forth. And here we have the Armor 1. Now, like I said, this armor has a special ability that is this point right here. Now, I'm gonna put it in high mode. Okay, and I'm gonna make sure to show you guys what I mean by that. Let's put the blade back in. You have to make sure to always have the blade back in before putting the Bey back together, or else you're gonna break something, and we don't want that. So here we go. Now we have, I'm gonna put the forged disc in just to show you guys a little bit. So now we have this tip of the sword that is aligned with this one, and if the forged disc itself move, you have then all the points that are all together in the same direction, bringing forth a new form of attack, and honestly probably even a more powerful one. Personally, I'm not sure if high mode or low mode has a difference in terms of power, because I didn't try any test battle with this base so far. I'm gonna do some a little bit later, same with all the rest. But for now, this is pretty much all I can show you with this one until I do the battle test video. Now, with the forge disc, I have to come with this. Instead of having the name hinge here inside of the tip, per se, you have it here on the forge disc, on the plastic. I'm not sure if you can see it, but you can see here the XN and here the XN as well. Because if you look on the tip, you're gonna see a little hinge right here. This little thing, this little Y-shaped thing, is gonna be able to come and lodge itself. I'm just trying to see where it goes again. I'm not exactly sure. I'm gonna put the bait together. I'm gonna put it in high mode and low mode, of course, because that's just the way I like it. Let's put it on the other side like so. It won't change anything in the end. It's Excalibur no matter what. Put this one in the right place. Okay. The thing is, oh, okay. Yeah, I think it is there. No. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sure there's a part here that I'm supposed to see. Give me a second. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, it's on the armor and on the. Oh yeah. Okay, it's on the chip. Actually, I'm sorry. I should have put it back. But if you can see right here, where my fingernails is, or should probably use better. Yep. Use these pliers. So if you can see right here at the tip of the plier, right here, there's a little hinge of plastic right there. This little hinge is going to be able to be supported by this to create a non-friction barrier per se, that in the end it's going to be able to do, I'm going to put the driver back on, to do this, to solidify the Beyblade so we don't hear that much rattle coming from the forge disc and from the energy layer on the comparison of this one versus this one. You see? So that's one of the special ability from this forge disc itself. I must admit, a pretty amazing thing that this forge disc is able to do, but of course, as you can see, it's also, of course, this part here that is very important on the forge disc. It's the tip that is able to line up with the rest. And now, up for the driver, the sword dash driver, or SW driver, SW dash, sorry. So this driver, of course, is a red spring loaded, so a harder driver on the Beyblade to make sure that the burst doesn't occur that fast. Of course, it has a metal tip and two metal little swords like this that normally would line up with the rest of the tips to be able to create more strength into the battle, but this time it doesn't. But it's not that big of a deal on that part, because I think it's even an upgrade per se, because I think the Tetra Saber is the best technique that Excalibur has in comparison to Penta Saber. But that's just my own opinion about that. So let's just put it back up all together, and here we have it: Xenophod Excalibur, Gatling Dragon, and Jigger V2, with of course my two new gears, my left and right custom launcher and my sword and shield launcher, and of course with dragon came, like I said, the D gear that I forgot to tell you when I review dragon, but here it is, the D gear made in beautiful transparent blue. That, like I said, could be fit on the Nexus Forge disc, like so. And in comparison with the S gear, this one has actually just one side that is useful, not both sides. Because the S gear possess both defense class and attack class, and this one is only for basic attack. So here we have it with the D gear that has a slight movement, but still kind of important due to the fact that this actually replicates the spring-loaded forge disc that we had before with Ace Dragon. So that's pretty cool. And here's the driver that I wanted to show you guys that I put with my Belial. The Ultimate Reboot driver that I had with my Prime Apocalypse. I put this one because honestly I think it's one of the best drivers I have so far for an attack type like him. So yeah. There you have it, folks. I hope you liked my video and I hope you'll be there for my next one. And of course, like I said, I'm gonna do my video battles after I receive another piece of collection that I want to add, because I need to customize a little bit more and I need to see if I'm able to find a new Beyblade to replace my adorable Lucifer that I'm gonna have probably the chance of getting on the month of December 2022. Let's finger crossed and let's hope it's actually gonna happen. Until then, guys, spin out!